What is up, everyone? It is Midwest Raider Game Update coming at you with another video for my channel today. I have a good one. I'm going to be talking about the Chiefs and then also be talking about that Colts game that we just played. Missed last week. Like I said, I was pretty excited about the win, so just didn't have time for, with the holidays and everything to get a video done. But I'm back. We're going to talk about it just a little bit and then jump into that Colts game that we played. Unfortunately, our Raiders are out of the playoff scenarios, but I wasn't too worried about that. I didn't think we were honestly going to do too much in the playoffs if we were to make it. There's some good teams with good offenses, and that's what we need. And unfortunately, we don't have that. Our defense is playing better, but our offense is really lagging, and we're going to talk about why, in my opinion, a little bit really quick. So let's just jump into the Chiefs game. The Chiefs game was a struggle, but the defense played lights out, and it's really cool to see that because usually it's the other team's defense that usually plays lights out, gets turnovers, saves the game with a big fumble recover for touchdowns, pick sixes, those types of things. And so it was really a flop turnaround for the Raiders to do that, and it was exciting, and it's something we haven't seen in a long time, especially getting a win against the Chiefs. It's always good to get a win against the Chiefs, so it was fantastic. It's been a long time, like 7 games, so it was good. We did win 20-14, but our offense struggled horribly, and there's a few things that O'Connell just doesn't look comfortable sometimes, and he progresses one week and then degresses one week and then progresses one week, and it's really frustrating to be a fan. We didn't, other than the first quarter in that game, I don't think he had another pass for a reception the whole game. The first quarter and then the rest of the game, there was nothing. Our defense is the one that really pulled us through this game, won the game. And the Chiefs actually was exciting to have some hope for the next game. There was all kinds of scenarios where the Chiefs had to lose both games and we had to win out and all this stuff. But no matter if we would have beat the Colts in this game, the Chiefs did win, so that would have been a setback too, and then we had to fall into some kind of other scenario. So enough with the scenarios. Just know that we are officially eliminated now after this Colts game, and we can talk about that right now. So we did win against the Chiefs 20-14. It was good to get that win, like I said, one more time. I'll say it one more time. I'll say 1,000 times. It was good to beat the Chiefs no matter what kind of seasons you have. If you can beat the Chiefs, that's a thumbs up. Go Raider Nation, Raiders, all that kind of stuff. So get a little bragging rights that we were able to accomplish that with the team that we have, with the offense, with the rookie quarterback, all kinds of stuff like that. Which was a stat. I think that was the first time Mahomes ever been beat by a rookie quarterback, so that was fantastic. All right, so then we play the Colts this week. There was some, you're as a Raider fan, you want to win. And there was always that hope that, well, if we make the playoffs, well, that's pretty crazy. So, of course, as a Raider fan, I wanted to win, but I knew that whatever's going to happen, it's going to be tough. And even if we made the playoffs, I'm like, man, our offense just isn't coming together. And one of the reasons, in my opinion, is O'Connell is just not one on time. His timing is not right. He has bad or lacking, I won't say bad, he has lacking pocket presence, in my opinion. Because if you ever notice, he drops back and then he stops in the pocket. I think that's like when he starts scanning, and that's too late. He's already wasted some time. All the great quarterbacks, as they're dropping 1, 2, 3, step, throw. He's like 1, 2, 3, scan, getting sacked. You know what I mean? And so I'm screaming literally like a quarterback coach. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, throw. And then he's about to get hit and he throws it. And that was how this game was. Like his timing is about a second off every time. And you're like, oh my God, that was so close. He got sacked, or he actually does get sacked. So his timing is not right, which also throws off your receivers, which, he threw a couple balls behind. But, really, there's a couple of drop passes in this game. Some passes that should have been caught, and Myers and Devontae, they hit their hands, and those receivers are pretty elite receivers that if it's hitting your hands, even if it's a little bit behind you, they should be making the catches. So I'm not going to put it all on O'Connelly. I will say that our receivers dropped some balls. But like I said, at the same time, O'Connelly's timing's off. His pocket presence is really not great. He doesn't feel the rush, in my opinion, a lot. And then, like I said, because he waits so long in the pocket with his timing, he doesn't find the receiver correctly, and he gets sacked. So it is frustrating. Like at the beginning of this game, the offense was very, very flat. We didn't do much. Yeah, in the first half, we scored 3 points. We had a great drive to go all the way down there to kick a field goal at the beginning of the game, which we've done many times in the season. And then after that, we really didn't get into this game until the third and fourth quarter, which once again is exciting because it's like they always give us just a little bit of a chance to win the game, which we're competing. I understand that. Rookie quarterback, all that kind of stuff, all the drama that we've had, I understand that. And they give us that hope, which is great. You know, it's better than what we used to have with no hope and just getting blown out. But it's very frustrating. We're so close, but yet we know next year that are we going back in a full rebuild or what's gonna happen? It's gonna be drama again, and so this team's very inconsistent, and it's frustrating as a fan that you're like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What is gonna happen? So those are my ideas on Conley. He had a pretty decent game. He almost had 300 yards and 2 touchdowns passing, 30 for 47. We did pass a lot. Devontae Adams had 126 yards and 2 touchdowns. Devontae Adams, 1,000-yard year this year with a rookie quarterback. Pretty surprising. So he's still doing his thing. He's getting his 1,000 years. Yes, he's not getting closer to winning a Super Bowl at the moment, but I really hope he hangs on and he doesn't get traded. We don't go into full rebuild. I know we could get value for him and all that kind of stuff, but Devontae is a Raider, in my opinion, and he needs to stay a Raider. It would be really nice. He would be a great weapon. We have our number one, and no matter what we do with O'Connelly, or if we bring in a quarterback, which is probably more likely, we'll have those weapons that we need. We'll still have Josh Jacobs and all that kind of good stuff. Well, we'll see, because once again, he's on a contract that's limited here. So, you know, all kinds of question marks in the air what's going to happen. So let's go into the stats really quick. O'Connelly, like I said, almost had 300 yards. Zamir White had 71 yards in this game. He's doing really good. Abdullah took a couple runs, some screens, those types of things. Abdullah had a big 18-yard catch. And then, you know, defensive players always doing their things. Jenkins, Hobbs, Spillane, Nicholas Roberts, Jack Jones did have some issues in this game with some penalties at the end of the game, but I'm not going to blame this guy. This guy's trying to make plays for the team. And so a lot of people are going to blame it on Jack Jones why we lost this game, but we had a lot of opportunities in the first half to try to do better, for our offense to do something. Jack Jones is just a guy playing hard, trying to make plays for his team so he can win. Defensively, he's not even an offensive guy. So I'm not going to blame Jack Jones for anything. He's trying to make a play. The pass interference was a little bit not cool. He shouldn't have pushed the guy going out of bounds, but, you know, it is what it is. And like I said, he's just trying to make some plays for the defense, and I'm not going to fault him for that, when our offensive could have done a little bit better in the first half or something, or maybe we could have made some field goals more, or maybe the coaching could have been better, not calling a gadget play on 3rd and 1. So just things like that. I'm not gonna say anything about Jack Jones. He's really helped our teams in future games or in older games to get us a win. So I'm not gonna say nothing about Jack Jones. He was just out there trying to make a play. Continue what you do, and let's finish this year out right. Is probably where I'm at right now. We did have a good special teams in this game, and we were pinning him back within the 20 like every time, and then our defense was, you know, standing tough enough to, you know, hold them. Now, our defense didn't play as good as they normally do. We have been really good team against the big gashing play, and the Colts actually had 2 big plays in this game, so we did not protect well against that this game, which was a surprise by our defense, but we held them in other ways. And so it was unfortunate to see them get those big plays, but it'll happen. It's the NFL. So that's kind of where we lost out. The Colts just looked like they wanted it a little bit more. I'm not going to say they had a better quarterback with Minshew, but he played a little bit better, was able to make some plays, make those big plays that did help them. And so, they won. They played a little harder. Their defense played really good, those types of things. And they beat us. And like I said, I think they came to play. And we went to their house and they protected. So, it is what it is. It's the NFL. And so that's where we're at. And like I said, that's where I think we're at with O'Conley. Let me guys know what you think about O'Conley. You think he's going to be sticking around, or are we going elsewhere? I'm pretty sure we probably will. Like I said, he had a really good chance at developing, but like I said, he takes a step forward and then takes a step back. I really hope in the next game they can get a timing going with him. 1, 2, 3, throw. 1, 2, 3, throw. Scan, throw. Give him some receivers to throw. Why are we not playing like 4 wide? Or I know we're losing players a little bit with injury, but we need to give him more receivers. On that gadget play, he only had like 2 receivers to throw to. I mean, he needs more, and he needs to be rolled out of the pocket a little bit more. He played a little bit more of that in college. I know he loves to stand in that pocket, but when it's collapsing on him, he doesn't know where to go or when to start running. So, and then, like I said, his timing's a little off in my opinion as well. So we do have the Denver Broncos coming up here really soon, and I think they're still in the playoff hunt. So we can give them a big slap in the face and knock them out of the playoffs, which would be really, really cool. So yeah, why not play a little bit of the late Grinch and get them knocked out of the playoffs, finish their season as well, and then we can all go into the off season in the AFC West. So I'm okay with that. I hope we do get a win against the Broncos. It'd really be a good, solid way to finish out the season. It would probably help AP as well. I think it really would have helped AP to get us in the playoffs, kind of like Basashia did back in the day, but I don't know what's going to happen. And that's the scary part, is going into the off season and, just guessing what could happen in the off season. So it is when we find out. And then I'll bring you my last video of the season, just to wrap it up, let you know what I think so far. All right. That's all I got for you this video. Thanks for letting me vent. Thanks for letting me talk some Raiders football with y'all. We'll see you really soon on the next video.